Let me tell you a story. There is a woman who once had an ex. She moved on, she got married, she had children, her life became better, her home became peaceful. Then suddenly, after years of silence, the ex appears again. A simple message: hi, how have you been? It looked harmless, it looked innocent, it looked like nothing. But not every message is just a message. Sometimes it's a doorway. She may think she's only replying to a person, not knowing she's entertaining a spirit. Because the devil rarely begins as a dragon. Sometimes he begins as a serpent. Small, subtle, smooth, sweet, and reasonable. One reply becomes two, two reply becomes a night conversation. Late night conversation becomes emotional attachment, and attachment becomes secrecy. Secrecy becomes betrayal. Then one day the marriage is shaken. The children are affected. The respect is gone. The home is broken. And when they ask what happened, the answer becomes it was the devil. I wait for the end when you could stop it at the beginning. Many times we know the doors we are opening. We know the conversations is wrong. We know the attention is dangerous. We know the secrecy is not innocent. But because it feels sweet, convenient, exciting, or private, we call it wisdom. Meanwhile, it's not wisdom. It's a trap dressed like an opportunity. The devil does not always come with horns. Sometimes he comes with history. Sometimes he comes with memory. Sometimes he comes with your weakness. Sometimes he comes through someone who knows exactly what to say to the version of you that has not fully died. And that is why the scripture says, be sober, be vigilant. Because when men slept, the enemy sowed. Sometimes it's not the wickedness that opens the door. It's the carelessness. It's the boredom. It is the pride, the failure to value what God has already given to you. Protect your marriage, protect your peace, protect your children, protect your name, protect your future. Do not wait until the serpent becomes a dragon. Do not wait until you could have crashed now. What grows big enough to fight you later? The devil is looking for whom to devour. But in 2026, may it not be you, may it not be your marriage, may it not be your children, may it not be your family. Why cry at the end over what you had the power to close at the beginning? Satan, Satan, Satan. Some call him the fallen angel. Some call him the serpent in Genesis. Some call him the dragon in Revelation. Some call him the accuser, the tempter, the one looking for whom to devour. But many people ask, where do we really meet the devil? You may encounter God in prayer, in worship, in obedience, in brokenness, but many encounter the devil in temptation, in anger, in lust, in greed, in pride, in secrecy, and in a conversation that should have ended long ago.
Very interesting. I watched one video where a young lady was interviewed. The lady was looking for a husband, and the interviewer noticed that the lady was crying, and he was asking her, what happened? You are not looking happy. You are sad. Why tears? And she said that that her boyfriend traveled abroad, and since then the boy boycotted speaking with her, and that is how the relationship ended. That the boy doesn't call her. And the lady I'm talking about, that interview was all about matchmaking. That interview was all about matchmaking, and this girl said that this is the only guy I loved among all the two guys, among all two other guys that I dated, that this guy is very exceptional, that I love him so much. And I look at that lady, I look at her, I say that even if this lady marry another person, and in 2-3 years, 5 years time, this guy show up, the possibility of this very young lady cheating with this guy is very high. The possibility is very high. Sometimes it is very hard for some women and also some men. It is very hard to forget the very guy they love so much. That is number one. And one other reason that will make this kind of thing be possible, a married lady cheating with her ex, is because of what? Most times, women don't marry who they love. Most times, women don't marry who they love. They marry who is ready and still cheat back with who they love. That is just the truth. Most times, women don't marry who they love. If you check the number of women accused of cheating in marriage, if you check very well, the number of women who are cheating in their serious relationship now, that hopefully they are expected to get married soon. If you check very well, they have something very strong with their ex. Then you ask yourself, why? Then you ask yourself, why? It is very hard for them to do away with that very memory. They will always have that one as a fallback. That is just the truth. So for me, I have been on a strong opinion that if you are doing anything with a lady, try to know how long that she has been single before you do anything with a lady, because the possibility of a girl that is just maybe she has issue with her ex and they parted 2 months, 3 months, 6 months before she met you or before you met her. The possibility of that very ex calling, the possibility of this young lady going back is very high, because you don't know what they have built, what they have done together. You don't know the memories they share together. And in most occasions, it is very hard because of what? They may have dated so long, or have done something so too much that they almost cemented or cement their relationship. And along the line, something happened that they fall apart. In that situation, it will be very hard for two of them to just walk away. And I want you to know that if you go back to marry this kind of person or have something to do with this kind of person, whatever memory that she's building with you is on top of the one that she has already built with somebody. That is why sometimes you see some young ladies comparing their exes, comparing their present guys to their exes. That is the reason why they will continue to compare you as a guy who is in their life now with their exes. That is just the truth. Because the memories of old were like a foundation which can never just be easily be wiped away or be destroyed. And your own memory just coming. So whatever you are doing, she will be using you. She will be using the old one to compare you and know how you are, whether you are doing right or you are doing wrong, whether you are even trying, whether you are doing enough, because somebody else somewhere have treated her in a certain way that may be your own. Don't know. Maybe a prayer point. So that is just the reality. Most women cheat back with their exes because of what? They have not been able to do away with the certain memories they shared with that person. That is the reason women cheat. And it is nothing to them. I don't know what you might think. Just drop your own opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to share the video and also follow for more. Thank you for watching.